Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwin, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about Armageddon as we get into the other parts of the Armageddon planet itself. Now again, this is for you guys to use when you guys are creating your own campaigns for the game of Armageddon. If you guys have any other suggestions, comment down below for other planets that you guys want to know about. With that said, let's get into 40 Facts About Armageddon. The equatorial jungle is the region between Armageddon Secundus and Armageddon Prime, and consists mainly of large forested areas. It is bridged by a long, straight motorway and leads to the Minos Bridge, which crosses the Minos River into Armageddon Secundus. The motorway also passes through Cerbera Base, the home of the unit of the Imperial Guard known as the Armageddon Orc Hunters, from which they launched their assaults on the feral orcs within the jungle. These orcs were left over after the first orc invasion during the Second War of Armageddon, and have reverted to a feral state. There is also the ruins of the Wolf Outpost, which was destroyed by its base commander, activating the self-destruct mechanism when it was overrun by orcs. It flattened the surrounding 40 miles of jungle, but also killed every single attacking orc. To the north is Plateau Greenskin, the home of the largest concentration of feral orcs. Due to its high position and difficult access routes, it has yet to be fully cleared of greenskins. To the south of this plateau is an uninhabited region surrounding an ancient artifact of unknown origin. Although it looks Necron in design, anyone who goes near the object is driven insane and returns as a gibbering husk of the former self. Far to the south is Angron's monolith, a chaotic artifact that has diseased the surrounding area with its emanation of warp power, and is now off-limit. Somehow, it has resisted all attempts at its destruction. It appears to be linked to the warp, and may have served as a warp portal for demon assaults on real space, but its true purpose is unknown. Finally, to the far southeast are the Plague Marshes, where other warbands of feral orcs thrive. Unfortunately, hundreds of Imperial Guardsmen died of plague and diseases caused by the giant insects that inhabit the area, preventing effective sweeps of the marshes, even though each Guardman serving in the area is given special antiviral drugs and antibiotics to counteract the pathogens. The Fire Wastes are located in the far north of Armageddon, where one would expect a cold region of the polar north, possibly indicating that it is not in fact the furthest northerly region on the planet, and perhaps it is a region that crosses the equator of the world instead. Regardless of its position, it is the location of many of the ore mines that supply the main settled Armageddon regions with resources in order to create the industry and weapons the world needs to survive. The vast Soraya Rock Mountains cover most of the northern region of the Fire Wastes. They are burning volcanic mountains, where not a breath of air stirs. It is from here that the river Hesperosa springs, which is dammed by the Qualback Spur Hydroelectric Dam, which provides power to the Fire Wastes mining operations. The dam also splits the river into two. There is a pass through the Soraya Rock Range, named the Kunanga Creek Canyon, which used to be the fast-flowing river, but has since dried up and turned into a hot desert-like pass whose heat and other hazards can kill even the best prepared travelers. The Black Lung tar pits are another region of the inhospitable terrain, although these pits have been mined for thousands of years, and the ore is used in the industrial process of the main Armageddon continent. Another river is the Cerestus River, which goes around the Black Lung tar pit, and passes the Ceratus River refinery and the Ceratus River mineral storage facility, and exits into the boiling sea via the Batani Bay Penal Colony. The sea itself also contains the Abaribian oil platform, vital for the functioning of the weapons manufacturers on the mainland. The main port is named the Fire Harbor, and is home to hundreds of miles of docks and rigging equipment. There is also another ore mine off the main Fire Waste map area, far to the east. There used to be an undersea pipeline just off the map to the west, but that has since been destroyed when the other end of the pipeline was captured by the orcs. The small frozen continent, called the Deadlands, is split into two areas, the Deadlands proper and the Nethara Peninsula. The entire continent is far enough to the south that it is completely covered by ice, and as such is used primarily as a water creation and purification center. It was attacked with unexpectedly heavy forces by the orcs. The Deadlands are the westernmost of the two regions on the continent. It contains one of the two main water processing plants, and this is broken down into St. Capelline Water Processing Plant and the minor Phaedra River Water Processing Plant. The water is then pumped through the overland pipes to the Lemaire Channel Watering Pump Station, which stores the then pumped water through the undersea pipes to both Hive Hellsreach and Hive Tartarus. There was also the Dante's Canyon Oil Drilling Station, which supplies oil to the south of the main Armageddon continent. The Valdez Gamma Oil Platform also provides oil and is located off the northeast coast of the Deadlands. Another oil processing site is the Yarrick Point Oil Drilling Station, located far to the west. Finally, there is the Zebra Ice Station Defense Fortress, which protects the entire region from the orbital attacks and provides a vital bastion of strength to the defenders of the region. There were two Orc Rock landing sites as well as an Orc submersible shipyard located to the north. These produced the huge giga-takers that the orcs used to assault the Hive cities on the south coast of Armageddon's main continent. The nethara Peninsula is located far to the east of the main Deadland region and contains the other major water processing sites. It has 4 processing plants, named the Eagle River Water Processing Plant as it is situated on the polluted Eagle River, the Migra Rock Water Processing Plant, the Resolute Bay Water Processing Plant, which technically purifies the water produced by the Magaria Rock, and the Lartis Valley Water Processing Plant, which is situated in the Lartis River Valley. These feed into the nethara Peninsula Water Pumping Station through overland pipes, and then this water continues on using oversea pipelines to the main continent of Armageddon. There is also the Valdez Omega Oil Platform, which provides oil to Armageddon, as well as the McCreed Cape Research Facility, which contains many captured orcs, sent there to be studied by the Adeptus Mechanicus tech priests. To the north is Orwick Airfield, a haven for orc fighters to the south. Also, the SS Ice Rock is located close to Orwick, a giant iceberg housing thousands of orcs that requires an engine big enough to move it across the ocean to assault Armageddon. There is also one Orc Rock Drop Site Massacre to the west. Finally, there is an Imperial Emplacement OC 1867 Armageddon Annie gun battery emplacement, which would couple with emplacements in SSB 1776 Lethal Lucy near Hive Hellsreach. They serve to defend the south against orbital bombardment, from which could destroy the undersea pipelines. It also forms a bastion of defense power, enough to hold the orcs back, long enough for Imperial reinforcements to arrive. Phoenix Island is a large mining area, similar to the Fire Wastes, in that it is a mining, refinery, and storage facility. It has 2 large docks, as well as a spaceport, used to house Space Marine Thunderbolters and Imperial Navy Furies. The main mine is known as the Nadal Gorge ore mine and is vital to the operations of Armageddon. Ancient machinery works in toxic conditions as the mine has been in operation for thousands of years. The ore is then shipped to Valkyrie Bay Refinery, which produces the chemicals and materials required to continue the war on Armageddon. These are then shipped, in turn, to the Phoenix Island Mineral Storage Facility in the southeast of the island. The items are then shipped on an either Jabri Ku dock or the Ibis Reef Harbor for shipping to the rest of Armageddon. The spaceports presented on Phoenix Island is named Victorious and is home to many of the Imperial Navy's Thunderbolt and Fury fighter squadrons, as well as serving as an Imperial stronghold against the Orc forces. To the northeast is the Heliopolis Bridge, a vital connection to the north and the Fire Waste region. Unfortunately, Orc rocks landed directly in the path of this bridge, and blockade it, preventing Imperial land forces from accessing the island, completely cutting it off from the reinforcement. And those were 40 facts about Armageddon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you guys want me to continue making videos like this while I was recording it. It didn't seem too interesting. It's fun to know where things are on an actual planet, but I think this was a little too much. Anyways, guys, comment down below. Let me know any other planets that you guys would like us to create a video for. And thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll catch you tomorrow. This was Gersh1 with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.